Hey all, Brandon back with another episode of Brandon's Boy Problems, and today's episode is about, well, pretty much bad dates. Well, not just bad dates, but really, I guess, going out with a guy who you thought was going to be like date potential, and then you realize he just wanted to fuck you, because that's basically what happened on my last date. I was talking to this guy from Tinder for like 3 weeks before we actually finally met up, and like I was really excited to meet him. Like, talking for 3 weeks, like I was really like into him. I thought he was really hot. He was into me. He even super liked me, which like rarely ever happens. And we were talking forever. We got to know each other. We really opened up to each other. And I thought like we were looking for the same things. I mean, of course we like sexted. We also had like deep conversations. I feel like it's impossible to pretty much talk to a guy anymore without sexting beforehand, though I don't really have a problem with it. Like, everyone's always exchanging nudes or like talking sexually what you want to do with each other, but I mean, that really wasn't the basis of our conversation. That really like only happened a couple times. Like, most of the time we just like catch up with each other, like how was your day, etc. I mean, normally I don't like to talk to a guy forever without meeting, because I just feel like it's impossible to like, you're gonna make an idea of them based on like everything you've heard so far, even though it may not be like how they really are in person. Like, that's why I feel like it's best to meet up within a week of talking at most, but it's hard to do that when you live in like the suburbs, because in the city it's just easy. You just hop on the train or whatever, go after work, meet up, go out for drinks, and hopefully they don't live too far away. I mean, that's how I used to do things when I was in college in Boston. I just talk to a guy. If we don't meet up within a week of first talking, like, I'm over it. Like, I just don't have time to like keep entertaining this. But I mean, things happen. Like, the guy does live like an hour away, like over an hour, so it is harder to just spontaneously meet up and go do things. So we met up, and it just wasn't how I expected it to go down. I mean, I guess I did. It is my own fault for getting the idea in my head that I was actually gonna finally find a boyfriend, and a guy that could be my first boyfriend actually had deep feelings for, because we met up and he basically just wanted to fuck me. Like, it was so disappointing. It was such a turn off. It was just so misleading. Like, I just felt so deceived. I mean, obviously he did want to fuck before, since like we did sex and exchanged nudes, but like normally, like, I felt like Uber had more than that going on, but literally on the date, the only time he'd ask me a question is if it was sexual. Like, that was such a turn off. And like, we were having lunch or like an early dinner for like 2 hours, and he couldn't even bother to ask me anything. Though, I mean, after 3 weeks of talking, we pretty much did already like know everything about each other. So it was like, what more is there to ask each other? Like, we already have exchanged every detail about each other's lives, but we just seem to have that issue where it just was so awkward and disappointing. I was just so over it, and he kept like emphasizing at the end like he wanted to like eat my ass and fuck me, and like, I just was not into it at all, just because I wanted more than just a hookup with him. I thought he was like, we had a connection, or like a deeper understanding. Like, he told me some really personal things that was like family and background, and I thought like I could trust him and it would be like a deep connection, and it just wasn't. And now we don't talk anymore, which is really sad, because it's like, okay, we spent like nearly a month getting to know each other, then have one like 2 hour interaction, and then it's just over. Like, but that's how dating is. It's a gamble. You never really know how things are gonna go, but that is why I definitely think it's best to not talk too much before meeting up, because it's impossible not to get preconceived notions of someone, especially when you're getting to know them and talking to them for so long, because you're gonna build up this fantasy and idea of them in their head based on like everything they're telling you, but then you can meet them and they're still nothing like what you expected, and that's just impossible to not feel disappointed. I mean, at least if you don't talk too much beforehand, you don't get that idea in your head that they have to like live up to, even though it's like impossible for that to even happen. So yeah, it's just best to not talk to a guy for that long before meeting up. I mean, of course you have to be safe and get to know each other, but definitely I think a week is the limit, unless there's some really extenuating circumstances where we have to wait longer to meet up. But yeah, I'm so disappointed. I thought he had so much potential and I really liked him, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to see him again, or like maybe I should give him another chance. Like maybe the first date was just awkward and maybe he'd be different the second time, and reality just felt like, man, this ain't gonna work. Like we just aren't looking for the same thing, which sucks. I mean, I wasn't even thinking I wanted a boyfriend, but like when you meet a guy, I don't immediately think I only want a boyfriend, so every guy I meet up with has to be boyfriend potential, or like if I want to hook up, I don't think like every single guy I talk to, I only just want to hook up with you. Like I judge based off of the interaction and the person. So every guy has a different possible potential. There's some guys you want to go out with on a date, some guys you want to just hook up with, some guys you just want to be friends with, some guys you want nothing to do with. And I mean, I kind of categorize right away, which may not be the most open-minded, but then again, I feel like if I've been getting to know you on a deep personal level, obviously, and if I've been getting to know you for 3 weeks, I don't just want to have like a one-night stand with you. Clearly, I feel like we should be more than that. But you can't predict how things will turn out, so dating is always a gamble, but that's the fun of it. You never know what's going to happen or what can come of each interaction. I've had great dates with guys I didn't expect much from, and then I had terrible dates with guys I expected a lot from, which was this last encounter. So, thanks for joining me for another episode of Branden's Boy Problems. Good night.